Uh, Online students, could you hear me? Is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, guys. Okay, done. So let's start the session, guys. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the Python. Okay, and we'll start into the our core content. Okay. So before discussing, just as a small recap, and from there I will show you how to get the notes and how regular classes everything will be there. Okay, and so as I've discussed earlier, okay, so it is a data analytics, where in the data analytics we are going to analyze the given data, analyze given data, what are the data was given to us, we are going to analyze, and from that we are going to develop the business. That is the work of a data analyst in any company. Analyze the given data. So given data is going to be the historical data. Analyze the given data, the given historical data, and develop the business from that. Whatever the business you can develop from that, we are going to develop. Right? So analyzing the historical given data and developing the business is the work of a data analyst. Work of a data analyst. And here, what are the steps involved? These are the important steps. So first, he is going to extract the data. So first we have to understand the project requirements, as I have discussed earlier also this one. Okay, what are the steps involved in any data analyst role, and what the exactly a data analyst will do. Data analyst will do in real life. Okay, so if you observe this one, first he will understand the step one. He will understand what is the project requirements and what exactly they want. And in the step two, he will collect the data from the database. Collect data from database using SQL. Step 3. From there, what are the data was collected, the person will analyze what are the data was given. They are going to analyze the data. Okay. So before doing the analysis on the data, they are going to do the data cleaning because the data will be raw. So this data cleaning will be done using the Python. And in the step 4, we are going to have data analysis. And this data analysis will be done either using the Python or using the Power BI or with respect to anything along with the statistics. Analysis will be always done statistically. So it is called as statistical analysis. Okay. And in the step 5, once the analysis is completed, the step 5 is going to be the presentation. So what are the things they have observed? They are going to present, and the presentation will be done using the Power BI. So this is the workflow of a data analyst. Okay. So now, since this is the workflow of a data analyst, exactly the data analyst will do the same thing in the company. So first here in our case, in our course, okay, in our course, we are going to do first we'll start with the Python. Okay. Now, why Python? Why we are going to start with the Python? Because first we have to collect the data from the database. Fine. First, for example, let us start it with the SQL, assume. After collecting the data, we have to do the data cleaning using the Python. For Python, again, the basics is required. So the moment we learn from the basics, because this is a basic from where we have to start. The moment we start from the basics in the Python, and once we enter into the data cleaning, there is a possibility that students will forget the SQL because Python itself will take almost 1 month of time. So that is the reason. First, we are going to start with the Python. So first I'll start with the core Python and what are the Python related to data analytics. for data analyst role, what are the Python is related, that Python, and majorly which is used for data cleaning purpose. And once this is completed, this is the first step we'll cover. And from there we'll move on to this one. And these two will take initially 1 month of time. First 1 month it will be completed. And from there we will move on to the statistics. What are the statistics we are having? We are entering into the statistics. So this is the first 1 month, and this is going to be for 15 days, the statistics. So 1 month, 15 days completed. Now from there, we will start with the SQL. Okay. Now actual project starts. That first 1.5 month, whatever we are going to do now, this is called as prerequisites. For this particular course, this is the prerequisite. Prerequisite means before the person who is already familiar with the Python or statistics, then this course is the right one. So this is some kind of prerequisite. But this prerequisite also we are going to cover here. So you no need to learn anything separately. Everything will be covered here. So once prerequisites are completed, now I'll start with the project. First, I'll show you with the SQL. I will explain the SQL for 15 days. And for 15 days, once I explain the SQL for 15 days, and I'll show you how you have to extract the data from the database. And along with this, we are going to do the one project. 15 days along with one project. And from there, we will move on to the, okay, once SQL was completed, we will move on to the data cleaning. That is the order now. So we'll do the data cleaning. So data cleaning will be done using Python, because already the Python for data analytics here is completed now. Almost everything is completed. So data cleaning with Python will not even take within 1 week, maximum of 1 week. So some functions which are related to Python, some functions that we already here you will complete maximum most of them. So here maximum we are going to do with the Python, and by doing with the Python, data cleaning using the Python, and how to integrate that SQL to the Python, means the data is in SQL, I mean database. The database we have to connect to the Python. So database connection to the Python also will be given. So database, what are the database we are having? Database will be connected to Python. And here we are going to do the data cleaning. And this concept we are going to cover in 1 week by using one project. By using one project we'll cover. Right? Next, from there, I'll go with the data analysis. So data analysis using Power BI. I will do using Power BI. At the same time, the data analysis we will do along with the using Tableau. Two different tools. Okay. By both presentation and data analysis purpose, we are going to learn two different tools, data analysis and presentation. That is step 4 and step 5. Whatever we are having, these both will be done using the Power BI and also along with the using the Tableau. Okay, two different tools we are going to use, and this is going to be for 15 days. And this is going to be for 15 days. So last 1 month we'll dedicate for the last one, how we have to present, what are the important parameters you have to discuss, and how you have to do the presentation. And for this one also we are going to do one project using Power BI, and here also we are going to do one project using this Tableau. So total 4 projects will be completed. Okay. And like this 1.5 month course, and this is going to be for remaining 1.5 month. Okay, total 3 months duration. And after this, once this all the completed, you are going to have one resume project. Means where it includes SQL, Python, Power BI. One project we are going to include everything. Of course, there also I'll show you everything. But one more project, by including everything, you are going to keep in your resume. One resume project you have to keep like this, and one resume project you have to write like this by including Tableau. So once in your resume, you are having the skills. Okay, in your resume, you will have in terms of the skills, what are the skills you are going to learn here? Skills plus projects. Okay, and apart from the projects and skills, you'll also have certification. So for Microsoft certification, whatever is required, I'll explain that. And along with that, you'll have the interview questions and preparations. Your interview questions along with the preparations, how you have to prepare them. Okay. So now what are the skills? First, in the resume, these are the 4 things. Okay. So in the resume, you are going to have these 3. Using these 3, you will get the interview call. Using these 3, you will get the interview call. And how you have to perform in the interview is this one. This is in the interview. Right? So skills, you are going to get the skills. What are the skills are related to data analyst? All the skills you are going to get. Apart from that, you will have the projects, 2 projects complete end to end. So what are the steps included in the data analyst role? Everything will be included. And these projects, these 2 projects and these 3 months, what are you are going to do and what are the practice you are going to do now? That is your experience. The number of projects, number of data sets you are going to practice. The more number of data sets, the more amount of time you are going to dedicate on this is your experience. And along with the certification, that is Microsoft certification. And in the resume, your name, first on the top, your name will be there. So in case my name is Sivaram Krishna. So under my name, what will be there? Miss Microsoft Certified Data Analyst. That is the word will be there under your name. And it will have the more weightage when compared to others. If that word is not there, like others resume, yours also one of the resume. That word will make your resume to bring into the top position. It will be helpful in shortlisting to get the interview call, not to get the job. Not to get the job, to get the interview call. So to shortlist, to get easily shortlisted, okay, and to get the interview call, this Microsoft certification is going to be helpful. Sir, Microsoft certification, what are you are saying now? For this, I'm going to share you 300 plus questions. Okay. And if you prepare this 100%, you can easily qualify. And along with that, what are the content related to this? Everything will be covered. Okay. In the class, everything will be covered. What you are going to learn, that is more than sufficient. And so along with the interview questions, so here interview questions, I'm going to discuss with you more than 500 plus questions. So that is separate. This is separate. They are not included. So 500 questions, we are going to share it separately. Okay. Sir, how you are going to share? Means at the end, are you going to share one Word document and we are going to prepare like exams before one exam, we'll prepare question and answer in that way? Means no. Okay. Here the interview questions will be discussed in the class. When I'm explaining the topics, I will say that interview questions. Now for this, sir, how I can know that you are going to share 500 plus questions? Again, very simple. Along with your notes, bring one more short book separately, one note separately. Okay, your running notes is there now. That one you keep as it is. Along with that, you bring one more. In that notes, you write only interview questions. Don't write anything else. Whenever I say this is interview question, whenever I say this is important for the job, this is that one, that points you write in that notes. And at the last, you revise this one. It's more than sufficient. And the point is clear. Separately, I'm not going to share you the interview questions. You are not going to by heart them. And one night before, you are not going to do the everything. Right? Here, in the colleges, whatever we have done, I mean, practice, whatever we have done, that is temporary purpose to get secured or to get the marks in the next day's exam. Or what are the 6 months preparation we are doing for the exam. So what are the preparation, college preparation, or in the what are the things we have prepared for the exams? For every exam, the target is to secure good marks in the exam. To secure good marks. This is our target. Okay. And for this only we'll prepare. Now, when we are getting into this, now this is career. This is not exam. This is not one day. To get in one day, it is not like that, na? This is career. How many days will by heart? For example, something we have by hearted without knowing also, we are trying to inject into our brain something. How many days? After writing the exam, forgetting, how many days like this? Career na? Career means you are going to have the subject every day with you. Same things you are going to carry forward every day. How many years you are going to be in the data analyst role, and after data analyst role to next level also in the data analysis only will be there now, but senior level, after that project manager level, but in this area only now. So once you are in this area means your lifetime, your life is here. When your life is here, how we can buy hard the things? Unless we understand, we cannot sustain in the market. That is the only possibility. Here our goal is to get the good marks for one night. If you prepare one night and next day morning, if you write the exam also, after that, if you forgot also, no problem. But here, so both the preparations are not the same. When we are preparing for the like semester exams, the preparation should be different. When we are preparing for CAT exam, the preparation should be different. When we are preparing for GATE exam, the way of preparation should be different and the way of question should be different. Everything should be different as per the exam, whatever we are going to select. Similarly, for this one also, a different way of preparation is required. How you have to prepare everything I will explain, just you have to follow. Is the points are clear? Now, coming to the point, as I have told you earlier, in our course, we are going to have first core Python, Python for data analytics and statistics, followed by these other things, right? So half month like this, we are going to cover one. So every half month we'll cover one. So core Python we are going to cover in half month. So initially first 2 weeks will be core Python, and this is going to be for another half month Python, which is related to data analytics, right? So from today's class, we are going to start our regular classes. And after starting our regular classes, obviously I have to share the notes. So what are the notes you are going to have? From today, you are going to receive the entire notes in Google Drive. Okay. Now, just a minute. Yeah. Excel also we are going to have. Excel also included. And Excel also we are going to discuss along with the advanced Excel. Excel is also included. Okay. Everything, right? So now coming to the point, how you are going to receive the notes. Here, Akhilesh is asking the question, are you going to cover? And I'm going to share you the syllabus copy. Okay. Every syllabus copy, whatever the copy is there, you can go through that. So this is your syllabus copy. Okay. And in this syllabus copy, whatever the here some words are written. So you're going to have resume projects, and everything will be covered from basics to this one, lifetime access for the materials and task, mock test. Okay. And with respect to Microsoft questions, interview skills preparation, and multiple mock interviews. Multiple mock interviews means 3 mock interviews will be done for you. Not at the end of the course, in between of the course. The moment one project is completed, one mock interview. Okay, like that we'll have minimum 3 mock interviews. Means per month 1 mock interview in a simple words. Right? Now, here whatever the content is there, complete content related to data analytics, the basics of Excel to advanced module of Excel, the pivot tables, and whatever the functions, and VBA macros, all these things. And next from there, statistics. In the statistics, the basic statistics to advanced statistics. And after statistics, you are having with respect to Python. So in the Python, we are going to cover the core Python, basics of Python to advanced Python. Now, in this syllabus copy, what are the each and every letter is there, everything will be covered. If that word is not there in the syllabus copy, it will not be covered. Simple. Whatever the syllabus you are interested, you just look into the syllabus copy, in the course content copy. In the course content copy, if that word is written, means it will be covered. If it is not there, means it will not be covered. Individually, if you want to become a Python developer, you have to learn different things of Python. For data analyst, what are the Python functions are related, or what are the Python is required, that I will explain. Other than data analyst, I want to become as a Python developer, Python, and I want to learn the Python course separately, means that is separate course is there for Python, where they'll explain the WOOPS concept, and where they'll explain with respect to the Python developer role, exclusively writing only the coding in the Python. That is separate course. This is data analyst course. Once you are selected as a data analyst course, our aim is to become the data analyst, not as a Python developer or SQL developer or Power BI developer. If you want to become a SQL developer, SQL course is there. Power BI developer, Power BI course is there. Python developer, Python course is there. So now all these courses will be included in this only. I taught sir, miss. See, individually in the Naresh IT itself, how many months for Python? Only for Python, just inquire. How many months only for SQL? Just inquire. How many months only for Power BI? Just inquire. And combine all of them. Then everything is possible here. Just apply the small logic. So if all the things has to be included and everything has to be included, and that too all these roles has to be included, miss, that is separate. Then just if you are interested in that way, sir, I want that one only, Python developer course along with the SQL developer course along with the Power BI developer course, 3 courses I want as a combo offer, miss, discuss the same thing with the Naresh IT and get a discounted price by paying the 3 courses at a time. And once one course is completed, join the next course followed by next course. You only join in that separate way. Then 3 courses will be covered. If your requirement is that one, pay as a combo course. 3 courses you pay at a time. Then 3 courses will be completed. First you join in the Python course and complete the how many months of Python is that one. I am not the trainer, so I am not going to tell you what is the timings and what is the duration also. I don't know. I am not the right person for that. Okay, you can connect with the Naresh IT team and you can connect with them and you can ask what are the questions you are having related to that. But this course is not that one. This course is completely data analyst role. So what are the Python is related to this? What are the things are related to this one that we are going to cover? Okay. And whatever the SQL part is related to SQL, what are the SQL part is related to data analytics, that will be covered. I want to become a SQL developer, means that is a different story. Okay. And what are the Power BI related to data analytics, that will be covered here with the basics and advanced. So here each and every letter in the what are the syllabus copy, I am going to share it to you. Every letter will be covered. In the syllabus copy, that word is not there, means that will not be covered. Simple. So here, sir, DAX functions are there. So DAX will be covered. And here, for example, you are having KPIs and how to create a dashboard, configure a dashboard, and how to share your workspace reports. Everything are there. That will be covered. So which is related to this, everything will be covered. And completely from the starting to ending will be taken by me only. No other trainer. Everything will be considered by me only. Every letter will be covered. If it is not covered, any one letter miss also, I will refund your entire fees. That is the only thing which I can say. Okay. So many people are keeping in terms of their, in the syllabus copy, so many things they'll write. But they'll not cover the things. And they'll say that this is not important, that is not important. If it is not important, why we have to write in the syllabus copy? Delete them. Why to write and why to say that it is not important? Who asked you to write then? So simple point. So whichever is related, that points only I have written here. And this entire copy was created by me only. So I know each and every letter what I have written before sharing this. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? So let's move on to this. Now, as one of the student, some students are asking the questions in the chat box. So just here, what about the Excel? So Excel, we are going to learn from the basics to advanced. What are the Excel was given? So this will be added. As I have told you, the course would be around 3.5 months now, the maximum of 3.5 months. So in bit, we are going to cover the Excel at the last. Okay, very few members are using the Excel in the real world. Okay, some startups, basic companies, they are using. So when the work is more on the Excel, our salary only will be less. Okay, so top companies are not using the Excel. Sir, what about this? Then all these things, everything is now done in the Python only, using the pandas. Here, everything, whatever here you are writing, every letter I have written in the Excel, na, everything I'll show you in the Python only. Of course, Excel also will be covered. Along with that, I am going to show you both of them. Okay, VLOOK function or with respect to pivot tables, all these things will be covered in the Python pandas. Okay, advanced Excel means this is the advanced Excel which we are going to cover. Okay, is the point is clear, Manish? And coming to the ETL. ETL here, separate tools we are not going to have. ETL, we are going to directly extract the data from the database. We are going to connect with that. Okay, and sir, placement distance. And once the course was completed, and how the placement distance will be done. So coming to the placement distance, as I have told you, so at the end of this course, you are going to have the skills, projects, and Microsoft certification. And what are the interview questions and preparation, everything will be discussed in the class by me. And after this, how this placement distance work means, here, once you are having the subject with you, we are going to share you the companies, wherever the companies opportunities are there, we are going to share you the companies. What are the links are there? Okay, I'm going to share the link. So just you have to click on the link and you have to apply. So here simply you have to apply. You have to apply and you have to clear the interview round. You have to clear interview. And wherever the job opportunities are there, just I'll share the links. That's it. Placement distance means in terms of sharing the links wherever the job opportunities are there. Right? And so sometimes some companies will come even for Naresh IT for campus recruitment. At the time you will be also eligible. But that is sometimes, not every time. Okay, sometimes only. Is the points are clear? Everyone? And next, coming to the next question. So, sir, when you are going to begin, it's yeah, now only. We are going to enter into the actual class of the subject now only, and Python, starting with the Python. And what are the course content and course content anyways, it will be shared separately now. So now regular class notes, what are the regular class notes from today, whatever we are going to discuss, how to install the Python, what are the regular class notes are there now, that will be shared to you in the Google Classroom. So in the Google Classroom, so once the students has paid the course fees and has enrolled the course, the Naresh IT admin, they are going to send you a mail, Google Classroom invitation. You are going to receive one mail like this. So in my case, I'll show you. So just they have shared me in terms of, where is this? Okay. So invitation, in my case, it is co-teach. In your case, you are going to get as a like a student, invitation to student. And you are going to get the invitation like this. For Google Classroom, invitation code or separate classroom code will not be shared. Only mail will be shared. And once you have get the mail like this, you have to click on the accept invite. And once you click on the accept invite, what are the invite they have shared? One more time it will ask. Once you click on that, one more time it will ask, click on the join and click on the join. Once you click on the join, you'll redirect to the Google Classroom. Okay. So here I'm going to show you. So how to act once you click on the accept. Once you click on the accept and once again it will ask with respect to join. Once you join in the Google Classroom, so it will redirect the Google Classroom into this way. Okay, and here, so this as of now, what are the class code you are going to see now? It will be reset. Don't worry, you cannot join using this class code. It will be reset. It will be deleted. Okay, using this some students will join again. Okay, now, so here you are going to get the Google Drive. Here I'm going to share you the Google Drive in the starting. Here itself starting Google Drive will be available. Okay, sir, means this is fine. For example, after this, I mean, every time we have to open through the mail only, means no need. So once you close this one, next time onwards, how you are going to open means through this. Just click on the classroom. Once you click on the classroom, here what are the class you have registered, that class will be available. And once you click on this, here you can see the Google Drive access will be given. It was not added yet, it will be added here itself, and it is going to be for lifetime. And whoever the students of this particular course, only those students can access the Google Drive. Example, this is one of them for the previous batch students. Okay, so for previous batch students, this is one of them. So this is the Google Drive. So here what are the Google Drive access is there? This is for data science course. And here you will have the complete all the folders. What are the folders are there? Python, statistics, SQL, data visualization, machine learning, artificial intelligence, all these things. And within the Python, again, you will have the core Python and Python for data science. Okay, complete notes. And these notes will be for lifetime. And what are this link is then, if you try to copy this link and if you try to paste outside, you cannot access the notes. Only the students of this batch, whoever the students are there, only these 95 students can access this one. Other students cannot access that Google Drive. In each class, not only that one, even here also, in other classes also, whoever the students are there, only these 150 students can access that notes. Okay, whether it is 90 students or 150 students, whoever the students are there, only those students can access the notes, that to their drive only. Others drive also they cannot access. So for their drive, they just in the stream, within the stream, just they have to see here, the notes will be available. And this one was done in the 31st January. 31st January means this year starting. Still now it is available. This is 9th November, last year 9th November. So it is going to be for lifetime like that. Okay, drive access will be for lifetime like that, and you can access the notes. Complete notes will be accessed. Is the points are clear? Everyone? So how you are going to get the notes is clear now? And how this placement distance will work means, for example, if you take this example, see, once the class was completed, I'm going to share like this. Wherever the opportunities are there, we will share the links. Okay, this is the job opportunity, hiring as a data analyst. Okay, so wherever the job opportunities are there, I'm going to share the links, and just you have to click on that and you have to go. Now the students will ask, fresher jobs are available. This is 0 to 2 years experience means what is it called as? Not fresher. Fresher job only, na? And some of them will get the links. For example, you have to share the details to the HR directly. When you are going to share the resume directly to the HR, how you have to share also I will explain. How you have to add my reference name also I will explain. So that you will get the interview course. Okay, when you are sharing directly to the HR. See, this is also with respect. Like this, what are the jobs are there? I'm going to share all the jobs. But at the end of the course. Sir, can we apply after 1 month of the course? Means if you can get the job after 1 month of course, why to create the course for 3 months? In 1 month only I can complete the course, and I can make sure that in 1 month only my students will get the jobs. I can create that type of course only now. Why to waste unnecessarily 3 months of time? Again, a small logic only. If a student can get a job in 1 month, why to create 3 months course? For example, if 3 months course, the salary will be high, then why we have to join with a low salary? If for example, sir, there is a course, sir, 6 months course, out of 3 months, we'll complete one of them, and with this, we'll get one type of salaries. For 6 months, we'll get another type of salaries. When we are spending 3 months, we can't spend additional 3 months to get a better salary. What is that stupid logic? When the course is there, the entire course has to be completed. Then only we can apply the companies. When we are having the enough amount of projects and certifications, all these things. Certification, day one itself, we can't do the certification. Huh? Without covering the syllabus, how we can do the certification? Syllabus has to be covered. Huh? Syllabus, when it will be covered? In 1 month only syllabus will be covered. Huh? Apply small logics only. So when the course, when the syllabus will be covered, when we have to write the exam, when the projects will be covered, and after writing the certification and projects in the resume only, we have to forward now. Without that, if you just forward, you are as one of the person in the entire world. What is the special about you when compared to others? I know this, I know that, I know. What you know? How much you know? No projects are there, no certification is there, then what you know? How we can justify? I know Python means sufficient. No need of Python project. I know SQL means sufficient. No need of SQL project. Like that, I know entire world only. In the entire world, what are the course you ask me? I know. You do give the job for me? In the entire world, what are the subject you ask? I know. But don't do the interview. Don't do the interview. Don't test me. Don't test my knowledge. Don't ask projects. Don't ask certification. But believe me that I know everything. Is that okay? Same thing. Is the points are clear? So how to get the notes is also clear. So you are going to get the invitation like this. And who is going to share the invitation? Don't send me the mail ID. Don't give your mail ID to me and don't ask, sir, send the mails or something. I'm not the person. Okay, only Naresh IT admin is the person. Okay, online students, already we have shared you the Naresh IT admin details in the chat box and everything. Right? Python for data science. I mean, Python for data analytics, what are the things are there? So Python in the first we will start with the core Python. Now I'm going to start this one only, core Python. And once the core Python was completed, we'll move on to the NumPy. Along with the NumPy, Pandas. And along with the Pandas, Matplotlib and Seaborn. How to make the plots in the Python. Okay. And how to do the analysis. Now, sir, why we have to make the plots? Anyway, separately we are learning the plots in the Power BI and Tableau now. Again, why here also miss? The reason is very simple. Whenever you are doing the analysis, here I told you the point number 4 called as analysis. Whenever you are doing the analysis, some analysis you will observe from table data, like what is the mean value, median value, or what is the minimum value, maximum value. Some measures you are going to get some measures, and these measures you'll get using the pandas, that is Python. And some of them you'll observe in terms of their plots. So analysis is a combination of both measures and plots. It's not with respect to only plot. It is not only with the measure. It is a combination of measures and plots. Analysis. Is the point is clear? So that is the reason here we require the pandas, and along with the plots also we required. The plots we are going to use in terms of Seaborn or anything, and advanced plots we are going to do anyways in the Power BI and Tableau. Data presentation means nothing but data visualization. What are the finally what our observations we have made, the data visualization we are going to do. Okay, and this will be done using the Power BI along with the Tableau, both of them. Is the points are clear? Like this, all the steps of a data analyst is covered. Obviously, in the real time, in the work environment, easily we can do any kind of project. Right? So we have to give the trust for interviewers that once you give the job opportunity for me, I can do the entire project. You have to build the trust. If you build the trust, obviously others will recruit you. If they are not feeling that you cannot do the project, they'll not recruit you. Very simple. Now you'll ask me, sir, at the end, are you going to give me any opportunity in your company? You'll ask like this, a simple question. Or can you give any kind of internship, sir? If I feel that, but see, let's take a simple example. I have given you one project and I have given the requirement. This is the project requirement. And you are going to sit in the lab and you are going to work, and on yourself you are going to work, and what are the observations you have made, you are going to bring to me. Sir, this is the work you have done. You are going to show it to me. And once you show it to me, I'm going to say nice or something, or I will say some modification. Now, this is one way. Okay. Second one, I'm going to share one work for you. Okay. Option number two, I'm going to share one work for you. Now, the moment I share the work, you are asking, sir, what I have to do, sir? And the moment you type one line of code, you'll get one error. Sir, error, sir. Sir, error, sir. You are disturbing me continuously every day. Now, in this case, what is my feeling? In the case one, what is my feeling? In the case one, when I have given the project and you are working on your own completely and you are bringing the final answers and you are asking some additional things, what we can do, at that time I will get the mood and I will think that, okay, I have got a good person and I want to give one more project also for you only. In the case two, if you are asking silly questions and every question to me, I will get the mood that, gee, unnecessarily I have given this person that project. For me, only headache. This is the feeling. Right? Simple. The same thing will be done in the companies also. When they feel that this person can have the capability of doing the entire work, they'll give the job. If they don't feel, they will reject the job. Because no one wants the headache now by paying the salary. Right? And after once we hire, that person is disturbing means he will be disturbed and he will disturb the seniors also. Who will hire those type of people? Is the points are clear? Earlier in my case, okay, in a previous batch, one of the student, not one student, two students, they have completed the course and I have shared one project for them. And what are the project I have shared and what are the requirements, they have done very excellently on their own, and they have only brought with them, I have given the ideas only. Can you think in this way, can you do, but code was developed by them. And the student who has developed the code, entire code like that, and who has done these two students, one student is in ICICI Bank, his name is Vinay. Okay, and he has got as an investor banker. And what are the project he has done is related to stock market as per my requirement, some kind of analysis. And one more student he has got in the TCS. Both of them has done the work in the investment domain. Okay, I have only given the projects, and immediately the moment they complete the internship under me, immediately they have got. Okay, the point is very simple here. Who are having the subjects, they'll get the jobs. Who are not having the subjects, they'll not get the jobs. Is that clear now? Okay, now let's enter into the subject. From today, our regular class, no more discussion on the general things, and directly we'll enter into the Python. And from Python, followed by, we'll go into the statistics, SQL. And finally, after completing SQL, I will show you how to connect the SQL with the database, I mean Python, and do the data cleaning in Python, and followed by presentations. So this is the order of workflow, right? Now, let's get into this. Okay. Now, so just starting with the Python. So in today's class, I'm going to discuss with you the introduction to Python and installation of Python and how you have to install, and everything whatever we are discussing is free. None of the tool you no need to pay extra money. Okay. So Python is free, Power BI, SQL, all these things, what are the tools we are going to learn, what are the skills and what are the tools we are going to learn, all the tools are free of cost. Next. So core Python. So in the Python, sorry, not core Python, introduction now. So introduction to Python. So Python is a programming language which was created in the 1991 by Von Rossum, and why it is one of the easiest programming languages where we can write the complex programs also in a simple words. Okay, that is the advantage of the Python. So now what is meant by this? So what is meant by language? First, let us discuss what is meant by language. Other than programming language, forget about the Java, C or something. First, let us see what is meant by language. Now, language means in terms of which is used to communicate. Whether it is Telugu language or English language or Hindi language, why we learn one language means to communicate each other, to do the communication. If I don't want to communicate to others, I don't need to learn the language. For example, I want to work in the Germany. Why I have to learn German language? Because I want to discuss with them. I don't want to discuss with them. Then I don't need to learn the German. So language means which is used to do the communication, for a proper communication. In order to do a communication, whatever you are talking, others should understand. Others should understand. At the same time, both, this point is important. At the same time, what others are talking, you have to understand. You have to understand. These two things are important. So when you are talking, others has to understand. When others are talking, you have to understand. Means you both should have a common language, and that too which is having a common rules. For example, English language is there. In the English language, you are trying to speak in a different English, which is not having any kind of grammar or any kind of proper syntax. Then you are speaking from your point of view, you will understand, but others will not understand. Why others are not understanding? Because they don't know whatever the way you have constructed that one. The sentence formation, whatever you have done, they may not understand that because you are not following the grammar. You are following whatever that you know. You are following what are the grammar you know, what are the English sentences you know, what are the way it has to be framed. According to you, you are framing everything. You are not following a systematic one, a proper syntax. Now, what is meant by syntax? Syntax means nothing but a rule. The meaning of syntax means rule. If you follow a proper rule, then it is common for you, it is common for others. It is not only for you, for others also the same meaning. So everyone has learned the same thing, means whatever you are speaking, others will understand now. Because they already learned the same thing now. Same rule they have learned now. So they will understand. What are the rule they are talking and what are the way they are talking, we'll also understand because we both are following the same rules. So like in the traffic, red signal, green signal and yellow signal. Whenever there is a red, it is stopping. That is common for every person. For example, for you one rule, for others one rule is there, miss. When you will go, when others will go, how you to know? Point is clear. So whenever we are having, we have to have the rules. When there is a rule, automatically everything will be simple. Now, which language is simplest language? Which is called as simple language, means which language has less number of rules, that is called as simple language. Which language has less rules, that language is easy language or simple language. Which language has more rules, that is difficult language. Point is simple. Now, when compared to any other programming language, now what is meant by programming? Programming language. General language we know. Now what is programming? Now communication you are going to do with the individual, with a person, then it is a normal language. When you are doing the same communication with the system, machine doesn't understand our language. So machine language, we are going to have the communication with the machine. We are going to do communication with mission We are applying using programs. Using programs, we are communicating. Communicating with the machine using the programs is called as programming language. Now, which is called as easiest programming language or simple programming language or difficult programming language means which language, programming language has less number of rules, that is called as easy. Which programming language has more number of rules, that is difficult comparatively, because we have to remember all the each and every minute rule. So more rules are there means more things has to be memorized. Obviously it is going to take more amount of time, more amount of space in our brain, and it is a difficult one, right? Now, for example, so if I ask a simple question, BTech, okay, most of the students has completed the BTech or BSc or whatever it is, your bachelor degree, okay. In the BTech, we are having the multiple semesters, like first semester, second semester, like this we are having the multiple semesters, right? So on up to 8 semesters we'll have. 8 semesters we'll have. Now, in each semester, the student will get a very good CGPA, like 8.5, 8.6, like this. And overall, CGPA would be like something like 8.5 or something like this. Overall CGPA after 8 semesters. Now, if the same student who has got 8.5 CGPA is having a good subject, 85% knowledge is there. That is the meaning of CGPA 8.5. Now, if I ask, are you okay with the GATE exam means, they'll say no. What is this stupid logic? CGPAs will be very high, but GATE exam they'll not qualify. What is this logic? Means they are temporarily practicing for that particular exam and for that particular semester, and they want the highest marks temporarily. They don't want the subject, they want marks, but they'll not accept this. But actually what they are doing is for marks, how to get the better marks. Why they'll ask important questions? For getting the best marks. While they'll ask important topics to get the better marks. All these things for what purpose? Only for marks purpose, not for the subject purpose. If subject purpose, why we require important topics or important questions? If that is only important, why the textbook author, why he has written other parts also in the textbook? He has delete that one now. If it is not important, delete that one. When any textbook has 200 pages, in that 200 pages, 30 pages or 40 pages will be important. Remaining 160 pages are not important. You know that remaining 160 pages are not important means the person who has written the textbook, he don't know. You are having more knowledge or he is having more knowledge about the subject. You are learning for the first time the textbook. He has already written the textbook means he is already having the subject. He don't know which is important, which is not important, and he can't delete that 160 pages. And he can't make only this 40 pages book. And this is only important for this subject and prepare and get the marks. He can't say like that. Then he'll become one of the best author in the world only now. Points are clear. Is that, are you understanding the logic behind that? So if you are preparing for the marks point of view, story is different. If you are preparing from subject point of view, the things will be different. Now here, BTech, the persons, they'll get the 8.5 CGPAs and high CGPAs and everything, but GATE exam they'll not qualify because this is to remember only 6 months in the brain. We have to remember only 6 months content in the brain. But this one, to qualify, we have to remember 4 years content in the brain. The more things we have to load into the brain, it is the difficult one. Is the point is clear? Slip tests are easy. Unit wise, chapter wise tests are easy. Subject wise test is difficult. Because content is small now. When the content is small, things are small. When we try to load more things in the brain, try to memorize. You are trying to memorize the more things by hearting, simply to say. You are trying to by heart more things, there will be no sufficient place in the brain. So that is the reason we'll feel the difficulty. and finally we'll say that this subject is difficult. But if you understand with and if you do that one, that is one of the easy. Actually, GATE exam is one of the most easiest exam. And according to me, whoever are not qualified in the GATE exam, they are not called as only engineers. That from my perspective. Okay, I will never believe on this. What are the CGPA? I will believe only on this. For particularly BTech students. I mean, similarly for degree students also some test will be there now, based on the 3 years test. So that one. So now here the point is, more things we have to remember in the brain is going to be difficult. For that solution is by understanding. So now here, similar way, which one is called as easiest language means any language is easiest only. Any subject is easy only. Only thing is the way we have to prepare. Any subject in the world is easy subject only. None of the subjects are difficult. But how we are going to prepare them, how we are going to understand them is only question mark. Whether we are going to by-heart them or whether we are going to understand them. Understand and learn, anything is easy. Now, particularly Python is the easiest programming language. Why it is called as easiest programming language when compared to other programming language? Just in the Google you can type, which is the most easiest programming language in the entire world. Just type in the Google like this and the answer is Python. Why? Reason is simple syntax. This is the answer. The rules are very simple. When compared to any other programming languages, the rules are very, very, very simple in the Python. That is the only reason. Okay. Now, coming to the point of this. So Python, what are the Python we are having? It is the one of the easiest programming languages where we can write even the complex programs also in a simple way. Very simple way. Okay. And why we should learn the Python? Sir, according to you, Python is easiest and we can write a very simple rules are very less now. It is created in 1991 only. But from 1991 to till today, that is almost close to 30 years, more than 30 years. Now for 30 years, when it is easy, everyone has to use this one only now. Why others are using Java or something or additionally, this should be more popular now. Nowadays, Python is getting popularity more. Earlier it is Java, which is having more popularity. Why, sir? In our college also, Java books are more. Python when compared to Python. Why? What is the reason behind that? Means very simple. Now why Python is getting in the trending is, if now artificial intelligence is getting trended. Artificial intelligence you have to do means the only option is Python. There is no other option also. You have to learn Python. Okay, whoever works on artificial intelligence area, they are learning the Python. And earlier that many libraries are not there. Now, since it is a open source means having the complete free, and tomorrow if you develop anything new, okay, in your mind you have got in the Python, if it is added also, it will be added advantage. You are going to send to the Python community and they are going to add in the next version. One new function will be created. Like that, they have started creating more things. From the various people they have used, they are having a wide community range. Okay. And why we should learn the Python means the advantages. What is the advantages we are having is, first advantage is open source. It is completely free without having any kind of license. Second one is simple syntax. Here curly brackets, semicolons, all this stuff is not there like in other programming languages. In the Java, we have to write curly brackets open, curly bracket close, semicolons, so many things. But here nothing. Very simple. And Python syntax is as simple to English language. If you learn English, that much of simple. Okay. And if I have to show you as one of the example, okay, let us take one of the example. I'm typing here Python. So for example, I want to print the hello. Just I want to print hello. In other programming languages, you have to open something, that one, this one. Here nothing. Print hello. Simply you write hello. That is the answer. Program also completed. In just one line, we are going to print hello. In the C language, it is not possible. In the Java language, it is not possible. In the other languages, it is not possible. That much of simple. That too, inverted commas, why we have to write means it is a text. For example, you want to print number, like a number you want to print called as 9. For that, even inverted commas also not required. For number, inverted commas also not required. Just what you have to use means print in the bracket, what you want to print, that you have to write inside the bracket. Number means write the number. Non-number means keep in the inverted commas. Anything other than non-number, whatever you want, keep in the inverted commas. Sir, I want to write like this. Welcome to Naresh IT. Inverted commas. Welcome. Sir, welcome dot 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 to Naresh IT. Again dot dot dot. Okay, completed. It will be printed. That much of simple. So this is, see, simple syntax where you learn the English language, no curly brackets, no semicolons, nothing. Okay. Now Python is an interpreter language where the programs can be executed without a compiler. Now what is the meaning of this one means? There is a difference, two types of things are there. Any programming language will be of two types. One is called as interpreter, second one is called as compiler. Your interview question starts from here. First interview question. What is the difference between the interpreter versus compiler? Your interview question number 1. Earlier I told you na, separate interview questions, you make a separate book na. As of now, just you can write somewhere else, but next time onwards, you bring the separate notes for interview questions exclusively. Now, first interview question is, what is the difference between the interpreter versus compiler? Now, just let me explain with a simple example. Okay. So what is the example is, here I'm going to have one compiler language, one interpreter language. Interpreter, compiler. Sir, interpreter is Python. Can you explain an example for compiler means C language, Java, all this comes under C, Java, all this comes under compilers. Compiler language. Okay. Now, so here, for example, let us take you are having some lines of code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 lines of code is there. Out of 8 lines of code, 5th line and 6th line is having some problem. Okay. Now, in the compiler, what happens means, what are the 8 lines of code you have written? Everything will be cross-checked at a time. All the 8 lines it will check. In the 8 lines, you are having the 2 errors. It will show the line 5 and line 6. These both are having the errors. It will show like this. And once you rectify both the errors, then only overall program will be executed. Okay. So, for example, if I'm having the line 6, this one, total 3 errors will be shown at a time. After rectifying the 3 errors, you have to rectify line 5, line 6 and line 8. All the 3 errors you have to rectify. After rectifying, now entire program will be executed in a single shot and it will give the final output. Okay, this is the compiler. Now the same example, let us take in the interpreter. Same 8 lines of code. Same 8 lines of code is there. Same problem in the 5th line, 6th line and 8th line. Same problem. Once again, you are having the same problem. Now you are trying to execute. Now, what is whether the problem in the first line? No. So first line problem is not there. Then execute this one. Problem where? 5th line now. What is the problem with the first line then? Execute. Second line, execute. Third line, execute. Fourth line, execute. So 4 lines will be executed. Now it will stop here in the 5th line. And it will throw the error that line 5 is having the problem. Only one error it will show. At a time, only one error. And once you rectify this line 5 error, then line 5 will be executed and line 6 error will be displayed. And once this is also completed, line 8. So how many errors will be displayed at a time? One error only. You can't see the multiple errors at a time. The people who are learning first time, for them it is easy. Because the first time the student learns and they see at a time 3-4 errors at a time, they'll think that, or what is the mistakes I'm doing? They'll feel that they are not getting the subject or like this. Students will not feel that one. So learning purpose, this is the best one. So that is the reason it is called as easier to debug. Bug means error. Debug means rectifying the error. So here interpreter language executes the program by one statement at a time. One statement means one line. It will check first line is correct or wrong. It will execute. Whereas compiler, it will execute the entire program. Entire program has to be correct. Then only it will execute. Okay. And error is reported as soon as first error is encountered. Only one error will be displayed. But whereas here errors are reported after entire program is checked. Program 8 lines of code has to be checked, and in all the 8 lines how many lines are mistake? 5, 6, 8, everything will be displayed. This is easier to debug. What is meant by easier? Finally here also 3 lines we have to rectify, here also 3 lines only we have to rectify. Number of errors are not going to reduce, but easier to debug. Why? Because only one error you are going to see at a time. You will not see multiple errors at a time. So that is easy. What is the error and how to rectify? Learning purpose, it is easy. And in between, no intermediate object is formed. So it is going to be memory efficient. Memory efficient means RAM. What are the RAM you are having? Memory means RAM. Okay. RAM will be comparatively very fast. So for example, for other programming languages, we required in terms of 4 GB RAM. To run the same code, we required in the Python 2 GB RAM only. So with less RAM only, we can complete. So that is the advantage of the interpreter language. And sir, these many advantages are there now. Then why other languages are still in the market? Means when Java execution is faster. Now how the Java execution is faster means the entire program will be executed in one shot now. Here checking one line and executing, their execution wise if you see, overall it will be executed at fast. So that one will work here. Right? Sir, why RAM, sir? There is a hard disk also na. So RAM memory means here not hard disk, memory means RAM, because what are the programs we are going to write? Every program, it will create one object and it will be stored in the RAM. For example, if in your mobile, open your mobile and open the app, any app of your choice, whatever you are interested. Now, once you minimize that app and you are trying to open another app, like that multiple apps you are running, where all these apps will be stored? Whether they will be stored in the RAM or hard disk. In the RAM. Once you clear them, where it will be stored? In the RAM, it is getting cleared. So you are pre-spacing the RAM. Is the points are clear? So what are the objects are there now? What are the things are there? Everything will be stored in the RAM. Right? Your question is clear now, Manish. Why RAM? I mean, why not hard disk? Right? Done. Next advantage is high level programming. High level programming means automatically it will only execute a few memory management. So in the RAM, where it has to be located, in which location it has to be saved, how it has to be saved, all these things automatically it will only take. It is a high level. Even Java also high level only. Other programming languages nowadays, whatever we are getting, everything are high level only. Apart from that, portability. Portability means here, for example, you have written the code in the Windows. The same code without doing any conversion, as it is the same code you can execute in the Mac. The same code without modifying you can execute in the Linux. But in other programming languages, we have to modify that. Okay. And then only we can execute. And most importantly, standard libraries. Multiple libraries are there. Okay. More number of libraries are available. And using these libraries, we are having the shortcuts. For example, I want the factorial of 5. 5 factorial. Now what is 5 factorial means? 120. Now for that, I have to write basically one program. To get the 5 factorial, we require the program. Now instead of program, what I'm going to do means, I'm going to import math. And after importing the math, in the math, there is a function called as factorial. In the factorial of 5, and once I write the factorial of 5, answer is 120. Math is a library. In that library, one function is available called as factorial. Now, what is meant by library? How to create these libraries? What is meant by function? All these things only we are going to discuss one by one. So I'm going to show you how to create your own library also with your own functions. How you have to create your function, how you have to create your own library. Right? We'll discuss even that. Now, math.factorial, see that much of simple. Like this in the math, we are having the multiple functions are there. So without writing the program, directly we are going to use the shortcuts. So in order to use these shortcuts like this, we require the libraries. So more number of libraries are available in the Python. So these are all the advantages of the Python. Simple syntax with the robust standard libraries and portability with high level interpreter language for learning purpose, very easy. Now, what is the applications? Applications where we are going to use the Python means machine learning, artificial intelligence, web development, gaming design, web scraping. So multiple applications are there with the Python. So now total how many libraries are there? 22,000 libraries are available. 22,000. Sir, now 22,000 are there now. Whether the person, he is called as Von Rossum and he is the person who has created the Python. Now at least he know all the 22,000 libraries, at least he know means no. The answer is no. Sir, how you can know? He only told in the interview. Just if you are interested, check in the YouTube. He only has not learned the entire Python. He only created Python, but he only don't know all the libraries in the Python. If you want, you can check the interview in the YouTube. So he also knows what are the Python is related for his work. Is the point is clear? If you're interested, just open and check. Okay. So now what are the Python is related to? For example, the person who is creating the games now, if for that person, if I go and ask the, have you worked on the OpenCV? If I ask, library name is called as OpenCV. If I ask, have you worked on the OpenCV library means, what is that? Computer vision. For what purpose? That is used for identifying the images, which is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. Why I will do artificial intelligence? My work is gaming now. Oh, gaming means you will not learn artificial intelligence. Arey Babu, will not learn. We will learn whatever work we are having. So artificial intelligence person will do artificial intelligence work. Gaming person will give the gaming work. This person will not do that work. That person will not do this work. So that is most important. Most of the people in this class, why I'm explaining this one like this means, because they will learn the data analyst course, they will join for the data analyst course, but they'll assume that they are working for the Python developer. So first understand work of a data analyst what. Then automatically you'll understand the subject. When you are not having that clarity, confusion will be more. Then which one to be learned, you will only not understand. When clarity is there, everything will be easy. Is the points are clear? Now, Python is used by the different people like software developers, data analysts, data scientists, hackers, game designers, and scientists. Sir, what are the Python developer will do? Everything data analyst will do or not? Miss, answer is no. Sir, why we can learn entire Python in the data analysis role also now? Then why separate Python developer role? There also we can hire data analyst only now. Why to hire separately Python developer roles? Delete that one. A data analyst can do everything means delete that one. Right? Is the point is clear? Now, what are the Python is there? Core Python, that is common for everyone who works on the Python. Every person in the world who works on Python, core Python is common. After the core Python, they have to select according to their roles. Python developer will select a different one. Web developer will select a different one. Game developer will select a different one. ML engineer will select a different one. AI engineer will select a different one. Data analyst will select a different one. The point comes here. Common thing is core Python is common. Everyone knows the core Python, the basics of the Python. Right? So what are the various ways to execute the Python? So before executing the Python code, first we have to install the Python. So here things how we can install the Python. So we are going to install the Python. Just open the Google and in the Google just type Python. Python, just type in the Google only Python. Don't type even .org or .com anything. Just type in the Google Python. And once you type Python here, you are going to get the web page called as python.org. Click on this. And once you click on this, here there is an option called as downloads, and click on the Python. And once you click on this, it will be downloaded. And once it is downloaded, just you have to click on the next, finish. That's it. Don't do anything else. In my case, it is already uploaded now. So already installed now. So that is the reason it is showing like this. In your case, it is going to show starting terms and conditions. A checkbox will be there. Tick mark the checkbox. And after that, click on the next, finish. Very simple installation. Okay. And once installation is completed, okay, once installation is completed, here you are going to get an option called as Python command prompt. So I am going to show you multiple ways how to execute the Python. I'll show you the multiple ways. In that multiple ways, which are the thing you are feeling easy, continue with the same. Sir, in our college, at that time we have done the PyCharm, sir. Continue with the same. If sir, I have done earlier Python, I have learned using Visual Code. Continue with the same. Which you are familiar already, continue with the same. Which you feel easy, continue with the same. Why you have selected that Visual Code? I mean, that particular thing why you have selected means your trainer has explained like that. That is the reason you have selected. Everything is same. There is no difference. Finally, answer is same because everything is Python only. Okay. So I'm going to show you the multiple options. Whichever you feel easy, select that one. Choice is yours. So here in the search, I'm typing first one, Python. And once I click on the Python, here I'm going to get a black window. This is Python command prompt. And here I'm going to have, right? As yes, I will show you multiple options. Whichever you feel easy, continue with the same. I'm showing multiple options. In that, one of the option is Jupyter Notebook, one of the option is Python. Like that, I will show multiple options. Okay. One, here just this is a Python command prompt. Just you can type here print hello. Once you print hello, and if you execute, enter, you'll see the output. Down immediately you can see the output. So this is one way to execute the Python. So if I write the code print hello, you are going to get the output like this. Now the same thing, second option number 2. I'm using here IDLE. Okay. So now once I click the IDLE, I'm going to get like this. Sir, what is the difference between this one versus this one? Means here it is black color, here it is white color background. So if I write here print hello, same I'm writing here also print hello, and I'm print same answer now. Is the answer is different? Or here if I write in terms of first one, import math dot factorial of 5. Answer is this one. Same thing here, import math, and after importing the math dot factorial of 5. Any difference? Background is black, here it is white. Okay, choice is yours. And next, this is second option. One option is this one, option number 1, this completed. Option number 2, this one, IDLE, this is also completed. Option number 3, click here file. In the file there is an option called as new file. Click on the new file. You will get a separate window like this, and this window is called as editor window. And what are the window you are seeing here is called as console window. In this window, for example, I'm writing here print hello. So here itself you are going to write the code. Here itself you are going to get the output. Now the problem is, while writing the print, I have forgot the T letter. Everything I have written, but T letter I have forgot. Okay. And I'm trying to enter like this. It is going to throw the error. Okay. Now I have forgot T letter now. Again, I'm going to keep my mouse here and I'm trying to enter the T button, but it is not working because editing is not possible. Once you have executed, editing is not possible. That is a drawback here. So for that reason, they have created a separate window. Here you are going to write the code, and here you are going to see the output. Okay, let's see this. Print hello. I'm writing here. And after writing, I'm going to click on the save as. First time you have to click on the save as. Next time onwards, you can click on the save. I'm going to save on the desktop as some file name, srk dot or example.py. Okay. After saving like this, now I'm going to click on the run. Now, can you see here output? Hello. Is the point is clear? Now, for example, if I'm writing here itself also n like this, I am missing. I'm going to click on the save only. No need of save as. First time only save as, second time onwards. For example, in the Word document, you are typing something. First time what you are going to do? You are going to save as. In that, whatever the latest modifications you are going to do, later on, save only, na? Same way. You are going to save, and after save, click on the run. It is going to throw the error. Now, since it is throwing the error like this, what I'm going to do is, I will come here and I will do the editing. T letter I will add. Again, I will click on the save. Shortcut is Ctrl S and run. I'm going to click on the run, and again it will work. So this is a editor window. Sir, for example, I want to write, you are showing only one line of code. If I want to write 20 lines, 30 lines, how many lines you are interested, right here. After writing everything, click on the save and click on the run. It will be executed. Okay, print hello, print welcome. Next, print to Naresh IT. Next, import math dot factorial of 5. Okay, total how many lines? 5 lines of code. I'm going to click on the save, and after clicking on the save, I'm going to click on the run. So first hello will be printed. Next, second line welcome will be printed. Third line Naresh IT will be printed, followed by this will be imported, but it will not print anything, and factorial of 5 will be printed, that is 120, and you are going to get the output like this. So, hello, welcome to Naresh IT. Sir, last line, that is math.factorial of 5. It is calculated, but it is not printing. So how to get printed? This one also means just write this one also inside the print. You have to write this one also inside the print. Now, once you click on the save once again, the modification, every modification, if you click now, see, is the points are clear? Just left side you are writing the code and you are going to click on the run. Right side you will see the output. In the console window you will see the output. Or if you are interested in the console window only, you can write the code also. But the problem is, in the console window editing is not possible. Right? This is one of the options. So I have shown you some options as of now. Okay, just I have shown you some of the basic options, and remaining options like by installing Anaconda and how to execute that one in the Spider and Jupyter Notebook, that will continue in the tomorrow's class, and remaining things also will be continued. In tomorrow's class, I'm not going to again recap what is data analysis, what is the steps. I will not explain anything. Directly I will enter into the subject. Okay, normal. And already I have told you that how to get this Google Classroom access and how to get the notes also I have already explained, right? So just check in your mail and join in the Google Classroom and you will receive the notes. Done. So any questions? If any questions, you can ask. What are the questions you are having? You can ask. Both online and offline students. If you don't save and execute the program, will the program will be executed? Yes, executed, but previous program will be executed, not latest one. Previous one only. Which one was saved, which is last saved, that will be executed. Not that source, open source means in terms of free. It is freely available. The meaning of open source is freely available. In the source code, if you want to do the modifications and if you start doing the modifications, you will do one editing, another person will do one editing, and everyone will do one editing, miss. I mean that whatever the new function you want to add, that one in the community you have to add, you have to share to the community, and the Python backend team will check that one and they'll test that one, and everything is fine. They'll add in the latest version, next version. That function will be added in the version. Yeah, if you're not having any questions, you can leave, guys. After learning data analytics, which course will be best for data scientists to learn? Obviously, data machine learning and artificial intelligence. That would be the best to the best. Sir, which IDE you are going to use in the course? I'm going to use Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook. Done? Still, any questions? Practical mode, completely practical. No, because along with me, if you do miss, I will type one thing, you will type another thing. Now, previous lines you will type, you will not focus that one. So just write in the notes, whatever I'm discussing, write everything in the notes. After the class, just go to the lab and practice there. And what are the doubts you are having, that mentors will be supported. And still, if you are having, next day you can bring the laptop and we can discuss the doubts. But if you're typing in the class, I will type in the next line, you will type another line. So you'll not have the focus in the class. Exactly. So after the class, you do the practice. Done? Sir, after doing the payment, I didn't get the Google Classroom link. Just connect with the admin. They are going to share today. By today end, you will receive everything. Rakesh. How much salary we can expect as a 2 years experience data analyst? 8 to 10. In between 8 lakhs to 10 lakhs. As a 2 years experience data analyst. 8 lakhs would be the minimum. Done? Thank you. Thank you all.